EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Bulldozes past him. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And, Charles, this defense, they know that they've got their work cut out for them. Here's a quarterback coming off a game in which he threw 4 touchdowns. They've watched the tape all week. They've seen it, but what can they do differently?
I think they've got to approach it like a pitcher.
Touchdown, Packers! Davante Adams with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now Mahomes. Gets this one to Hill. It's a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flush to his right. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their 38. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will finally be taken out of bounds.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Taylor. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the counter, here's Jones. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's Jones again on second down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Rodgers now to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And the Packers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. They'll run here with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know that...
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. A give to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Rodgers going to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up first and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown! That's caught. Davante Adams. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. To throw, it's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Mahomes now to throw. And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. Yeah, he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Jerick McKinnon now to return. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. On play action, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Now here's Mahomes, rolling to his left. He's got his man, that's Josh Gordon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Richardson. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Steps away. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Rolling to his right. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They run the counter. It's Jones. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough and run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball kick.
Jones hit in the ball zone, and I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
So potentially a turning point here in the third quarter as that swings the door back open just a bit.
Yeah, they're still down 2 scores, but I do think we're at that point in the game where you're going to reach for the football whenever possible. You're going to hear the coaches scream from the sidelines, tackle him, second guy in, tackle the ball.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He's got Burton here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw here.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had 1 pick. Could have been his 2nd, but instead it's 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left. First down and much more here for Jones. And he gets this one down to the 24. Great start to the second quarter, better than 30 yards.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout, and actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On second and very short, Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
One of the better defensive linemen in the league, can be absolutely dominant at times. Chris Jones has been a Pro Bowler each of the last 2 years. In 2020, just 7.5 sacks. But he did have a career high, 15.5, just 3 seasons ago in 2018. He and Frank Clark provide excellent pressure against opposing quarterbacks.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will make this now an 18-point ball game.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth.
Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. They'll set up a throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him.
Take off your helmet and give me a kick.
Into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. On second down, another run for Dillon. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down, another run for Dillon. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Green Bay, that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.